Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. EA Sports College Football with a terrific matchup on this Thursday night. It's the Utah Utes and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you enter Doak Campbell Stadium, you have to walk past the statue of Bobby Bowden first. This is sacred territory in college football. The fans know it. When they get chanting and the horse gets running, you know this is one of the most special places in all of college football. We can't wait to see how the Seminoles bounce back this season here at the Doak. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So Florida State's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. He'll bring it out. It's Brave. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it. Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Keeps it on the option. Could be an alley. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Handoff for Parker. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Finds his big tight end. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now
makes the catch, and he's free. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Here's a gift to Parker. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
The offense changing the play.
Sweet. Square. Go.
Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. That punt was a bit rushed, and it showed with a short kick. He will signal for the fair catch after a disastrous punt, and this is great news coming up for the offense. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over. Makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown, Utes! He got a step and just dusted the field. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. through the air. It's Daniels. Pressure coming. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He wants to change this route. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Wayshawn Parker. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it between the tackles to the outside. Get these big fellas running east-west.
We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Flips it out in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Lets it fly. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Complete to the left. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Ready, go! They want to throw it. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Seminoles! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Here comes the heat. Firing to the right, complete. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Caught close to the marker, it's Parker. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And the Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
How about that? You don't see those touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short clip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
They'll go with Parker. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Daniels. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Noles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Booster. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. FSU calling its second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Dampier. He tries to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quarterback adapted. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Discards him with the stiff arm. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
That was a really nice throw down the field. This is a quarterback who prides himself on his downfield accuracy, and that's a play they desperately needed here. Not a lot of time left at the end of the first half, but that big completion now puts them in range to score some points here at the end of the half.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Escapes the pressure going right. Uncorks it. Found the spot in the defense. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Parker. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Deep shot for the end zone. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here comes the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the Missouri Tigers.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return.
And it's the Yellow Jackets, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Finds his man down the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Under fire. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Utah! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
Yeah, you made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Making side adjustments here. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. He leaves it with his back. Finds a crease at the 20. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
To throw, it's Daniels. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Caught at the 25. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Got his man downfield. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Unloads it left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Great place to start for this offense. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. A little release to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Pulls it in, it's Robinson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Sweet. Squares. Bubba. Return. Ready, go.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Release to the back. Makes the grab. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there, Palmer.
Yeah, and David, I like the idea that he kept his eyes down on the field, right? With his speed, there's a lot of guys in his position that would have just taken off and tried to go get it with their legs, but he gave the play a chance. He allowed the routes to develop and let everybody work the scramble drill to find a big-time completion.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Quarterback may change this route.
Bubba. Return. Go.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown Florida State. And that one will give them the lead.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bray. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. And he's going to come out just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Flips it out on the screen. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw it again. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Slings it downfield. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
This one's complete.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An outright
first down here as we dive into the college football season. A week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Bringing the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab on the... Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on, and his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And I think the quarterback throwing that pass off his back foot is what led to that incompletion. Just not as accurate as he would have liked to have been.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3-4 on that one.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag, you get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Daniels. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long.
Square. Bubba. Return. Down the level. Let it go.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going over the top. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Running inside. It's Bray.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Got his man on the right. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw again. Here's the pressure. Pulls it in with one hand. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Here's Parker. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to adjust the pattern. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
I get it. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Handoff for Parker. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Only 1 second remaining in this one as they use the timeout, and we'll have one more snap. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese? Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse. Just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week. These 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.